Hi, good morning all. Today we are going to see about the object oriented programming part 2. So as we have already discussed in the previous class, lot of concept we have discussed and this is the continuation of the previous class. Okay. So in today's class we'll talk about different types of variable. Okay. So what are the different types of variable? We have something called instance variable, static variable and local variable. So there are three different types of variable which is available in Python. Okay, so you can see one is object level variable which is called instance variable. Another one is called class level variable which is called static variable. And the third one is called local variable. Now try to understand what is instance variable. If the value of the variable is changing from object to object, such type of variable is called as instance variable. For example, separate copy instance variable for every object. So there is a separate copy of the instance variable will be created for every object. Okay, let's try to understand through the example. Okay, for example, I have taken a student class. You can see. Okay, I have created a constructor. I have taken two different variable or parameter, name and number. Okay, I have created two different objects for the student class, S1 and S2. You can see. Now I'm trying to print name and number, S1.name, S1.number, S2.name and S2.number. You can see for S1.name it's printing Nirisha. For S1.number it's printing 1. Why? Because I'm passing Nirisha and 1 while creating the object for the first time. Okay. Then similarly, while printing S2.name is printing Prasad, S2.number is printing 2. Okay. Why? Because these two value I am passing while creating the object of the student in the second time. Clear? Now, how to declare and access the variable? Any type of variable contains, mainly two parts: declaring variable, accessing variable. Now, how to declare the variable? Instance variable declaration, static variable declaration, local variable declaration. These three things we'll see one by one. Then accessing also, instance variable accessing, static variable accessing and local variable accessing. Fine. Let's try for the declaring the instance variable. We can declare and initialize the instance variable in the following two ways. What are those ways? First one is by using constructor. Second one is by using instance method. Now let's try to see by using constructor how you can declare the instance variable. Okay. We can declare and initialize instance variable inside a constructor by using self variable. You can see def init self. So I'm taking three different variables. Employee number, employee name, e-salary. 1, Nirikshan, 100. You can see. Then I'm passing 1, Nirikshan and 100. Okay. While calling this e.no, e.ename, e.esalary. Fine. Employee number, employee salary and employee name. Okay. So it's printing. Why? Because I'm passing all these three values inside the constructor only. The dict method, you can see I'm printing e.__dict dictionary __. If I print like this on top of that object, it will display the output in the key value pair in the dictionary format. This is very, very important. Every object in Python has an attribute denoted by dictionary. This store and display the object information in dictionary form. It maps the attribute name to its value by using instance method. We can declare and initialize the instance variable inside instance method by using self variable. For example, you can see I'm taking a variable, right? M1. Sorry, I'm taking a method, instance method called M1. I'm taking three different variables, A, B, C. I'm trying to initialize it. I'm assigning the value to it, 11, 21, 34. You can see while creating object is equal to student, I'm calling that instance method on top of that object, that is s.m1. Then I'm trying to printing. So 11, 21 and 34. Why? Because three times it will call to that instance method and display the output. Fantastic. Now, whenever I'm calling the dictionary, okay, __, dict __, on top of the object, it is trying to display the output in the dictionary format, value pair format. Now, similarly, accessing instance variable. We can access instance variable by using object name. by using object name. Let's try to see how that. So I'm creating I've taken a class, I'm creating the object for the class. So I've taken two different variables, A and B. I'm assigning two different value also, 10 and 20 to A and B respectively. Now I'm trying to access that variable by using the object, that is t.a, t.b. So it will print 10 and 20. It's very simple, as simple as that. Even if in the previous case also we are doing the same thing, right? Now coming to static variable, which is called class level variable. What is static variable? If the value of the variable is not changing from object to object, such type of variable is called as static variable or class level variable. Where can we declare the static variable? We can declare static variable directly within the class and outside of the constructor and method. Only one copy of static variable for all the object. Once if we create a static variable in class level, then that variable value will be shared with all over object. How can we access static variable? We can access static variable either by class name or by object name. Accessing static variable with class name is highly recommended than object name. Accessing static variable. If we are trying to access static variable with class name, then we can access directly with name of the class. If we are trying to access with object name, then we need to create object and can access with object name only. You can see I am taking a student class. Okay, so this is my static variable, college underscore name is equal to inner. Now I have taken two different variables inside the constructor, name and ID. So I'm creating the object for the student class, S1 and S2, direction 1 plus R2. Now you can see while passing it, student 1 info name ID. Okay, S1.name, S1.id, student.college name. Then similarly S2.name, S2.id, student.college name and all. You can see. So printing info direction 1 and this one also college name is also printing ANR. Okay, because I'm creating the object for one time only. Okay. Similarly, instance variable versus static variable. What is the difference? In case of instance variable, for every object, a separate copy will be created. But in case of static variable, for all the object, a single copy of the static variable will be there. Note, as discussed, we need to understand two things about static variable. First one is declaring static variable, then second one is accessing static variable. So how to declare the static variable? We can declare static variable in several ways, like below: inside class and outside of the constructor and method. Okay, that's how we have to declare. You can see A is equal to 20. Here, A is equal to 20, I'm declaring inside the class but outside the method. That's why it is not instance variable, it's a static variable. Okay, generally, we can declare and initialize static variable within the class and outside of the method. You can see, that's how. And while accessing it, I have to access by using the class name. Okay, you can see accessing the static variable. We can access the static variable in the following way. We can access by using name of the class. See, I'm just declaring A is equal to 20. While accessing it, I'm writing demo.a. Okay, now local variable. What is local variable? The variable which we declare inside of the method is called as local variable. Why we need to use local variable? Just for temporary uses, we can use local variable. Where can we access local variable? Local variable can access within the method only. We cannot access outside of the method. Now you can see class demo, method m, self A is equal to 10, print A. Now D is equal to demo, D.m. Okay, so while calling the method, okay, inside that I'm declaring the local variable A is equal to 10. Why? Because I'm declaring inside the method only. Fine. Now similarly you can see A is equal to 10, print A, then M2, print A. Now you can see I'm calling two times. So 10 is printing for first one. While calling for second time, name A is not defined. Why? Because it is defined inside M1, not M2. So while calling D.M2, as there is no A declared inside M2 is throwing error, name error. Fine. Name error, name is not defined. Now types of method. In Python, there are three different types of methods are there. Like how three different types of variables are there. Okay. We have something called instance method, class method, static method. Now what is instance method? Instance method are methods which act upon the instance variable of the class. Instance methods are bound with instances of object. That's why called as instance method. The first parameter for instance method is self variable. Along with self variable, it can contain other variables as well. You can see class demo. This is the constructor, the instance method. D is equal to demo of 10, d.m, that is 10. Okay. Now, similarly, class method. What is class method? Class method are methods which act upon the class or static variable of the class. When we can go for a class method? Inside method implementation. If we are using only class variable, static variable, then such type of method we should declare as class method. Now, after class method decorator, we have to use another way to declare the method as class method. We have to use after class method decorator. We can declare class method by using after class method decorator. The first parameter for class method is CLS variable. Along with CLS variable, it can contain any other variable also. Like how inside in case of static instance method, we are using the self keyword inside that method. Similarly, in case of the class method, we have to use the CLS variable. Okay. How to access class method? We can access class method by using class name or object name. Very simple. You can see I have taken a class called address. There is a method called company underscore address, which I want to declare as class method. That's why I'm using this decorator @ class method. Inside that I'm using CLS. Now company underscore name is called Wipro. This is a static variable. Why? Because it is present inside the class, outside of the method. Okay. Now address means company. The class name dot company underscore address means static method. Then it's printing me Wipro. The output is printing Wipro. Similarly, static method in general. These methods are generally utility method. Inside this method, we won't use any instance or class variable. Here, we won't provide self or CLS argument at the time of declaration. How to declare static method? We can declare static method explicitly by using @ static method decorator. How to access static method? We can access static method by using class name or object name only. Same as the class method also. For class method, we are using @ class method. Similarly, for here, we have to use @ static method. Class method can be accessed by using class name or object name. Similarly, static method can be accessed by using class name or object name only. You can see I have taken a class called demo. Add x, y. This is static method. Another method I have taken multiply x, y. Static method. There is no CLS. You can see here we won't provide self or CLS argument at the time of declaration, but we use CLS for a class method. We use self for the instance method and all. Getting my point? Now, whenever I'm calling those methods, let's say add or multiply, I'm calling by using class name only. Even if you can create the object and by using the object name, you can call it. Now, while calling it, I have to pass two different variables, 2, 3, 2, 4. Why? Because the method contains two parameterized constructor. So, addition means 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Multiplication means 2 into 4 is equal to 8. That's all, guys. With this, we have successfully completed the concept of different type of method and variable that is present in case of OOPS concept or in case of Python. Thank you, guys. Keep on practice. Any doubt, you can comment on the, you can ping on the comment box so that I will give the reply immediately. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.